What is going on, guys? This is Jagnol back again with another video. We're here for the College Football 26 presentation deep dive. These are the deep dives that I am excited to hear. Like, we got Dynasty tomorrow, which I'm really excited, but presentation, man, that's like the thing that I really, honestly, that's probably like my number one thing. Like, the sights and sounds thing that we got last year, that was my favorite. Now, we didn't get a video this year, which is a little concerning, to be honest. Like, is there enough to make a video about it? But also, like, I think a lot of it, these deep dives, it's the blog that really matters. So, you know what? That's fine. As long as they cook on the Dynasty video, as long as the stuff in here, as long as the content is good, that's all that matters. So we're going to be breaking it down. I haven't even looked at it yet. I've been pretty busy at work. I'm on my lunch break, so we're about to go ahead and dive into it. So, all right. Hey there, college football fans. Welcome back to the Campus Huddle, your home for all news, blah, blah, blah. Oh, let's see. Designer, director, Christian Brandt. Is that his name? Okay, so Scott OG is not on this. They're bringing in the design director, which, hey, cool. That's good. This is pretty sick. Hello, fellow gaming enthusiasts, football fanatics, and my fellow Penn State fans. Boom. I'm just kidding. Passionate developer. Let's see. Okay. In this article, we're going to take behind the scenes of how we built College Football 26 and highlighting the key areas we've raised this bar: lighting, pageantry, mascots, audio, player authenticity, coaches, student crowds, and more. Okay, I like what I'm seeing so far. These elements are what fuel college football and what we work tirelessly to bring them to life in new ways that feel authentic, innovative, and fun to play. That crowd looks a little bit different, I'll tell you that. Interesting. The lighting looks pretty cool. Okay. College football presentation is all about recreating sights and sounds across each of the 136 different schools. As we like to say, every team and somebody's favorite team. Our goal is to provide the most authentic experience at each and every school. It's just marketing speak, to be honest. I'm just gonna, okay, here we go. This is where they confirm it. Dynamic time of day. So this is what they're calling dynamic lighting, I'm assuming. A game changer, which, hey, I will say it is. In-game lighting is a key part of making a visually stunning game. We've made major improvements in this area for College Football 26. Our improved lighting system boosts the realism of every scene, from the pre-game warm-ups to the post-game celebrations. One of the most requested features last year was dynamic time of day. So they really are not calling it dynamic lighting. They're saying dynamic time of day, which I guess is probably a better way to do it, but I just say dynamic lighting. Now, as you are playing the game, you will notice a change in lighting from quarter to quarter. That is cool. I know that in NCAA 14 it was just like halftime it changed. And then I was also wrong. Madden does have dynamic lighting, so I was wrong there. Apparently they've had it for a little bit. I don't blame Madden, so that I was wrong there. So I do apologize for being wrong. Anyways, you can start a late afternoon game and it will be dark before the finish. Very cool. Regional time of day at a 6 p.m. kickoff in Chestnut Hill, this is where Boston College play, will look different from a 6 p.m. kickoff in Austin. That's sick. I think that's really cool. Seasonal time of day. Games in November will get darker sooner. That's a huge one. I like that a lot. Yeah, like adding realism tied for time of year. For example, a game starts at 3:30 in Happy Valley, while the same sun up at a 5 p.m. game. Wow, okay. Like, okay, so that's cool, because that's a big part about college football, is because it, like, by the end of the season, like a 3:30 game is almost a night game. Like, the sun is already setting at that point versus like in the beginning of the season. So, and also like I love how that like kind of just, because towards the end of the season, games mean more, like the games are more important. So of course it's going to be darker. It's going to be like a much cooler environment. Like, I just like how that's how like time works, you know, like how it gets darker towards winter. It's just a cool little like thing about like how college football works. By blending a dynamic time of day with our improved lighting engine, okay, we've created a game that looks and feels alive no matter when or where you play. These features ensure that every game feels distinct, whether it's a sunny afternoon matchup or a primetime game under the lights. All right, so dynamic lighting, they put it here first. Love to see it. This is definitely cool. They didn't talk about weather. I don't think we're getting dynamic weather. Boo. I don't think we're getting the Madden weather. Is what it is. Okay. Pageantry and mascots, celebrating tradition. Okay, college football is rich in tradition. Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna scroll through it. Team's attention to detail shines through every aspect of the game. There are some things where like, wow, they really put that in, and then there's some things where I'm like, man, you guys kind of missed that. So From how the mascot interacts with the crowd to the soundtrack of the marching bands, we've gone the extra mile to ensure College Football 26 feels like a true celebration of the sport. Which I definitely think they do. I definitely think they do a lot. They do a lot better with like the pageantry and traditions than Madden, but also college football. Like the main reason college sports are great is the traditions. One of the most exciting additions to College Football 26 is the evolution of pregame runouts and pageantry. Okay, well, evolution, marketing word. These celebrate the unique traditions and energy of each school. College football is not just about the game, it's about the moments leading up to kickoff, the rituals that unite fans, and the electric atmosphere that makes up, okay, again, marketing speak. This is definitely new. There's Franklin and his ball head. New runouts tailing the okay, let's see how it is. This year, we've upgraded runouts, introducing a tiered system that adapts to the game's context and reflects each program's individuality. Whether it's a primetime game, a rivalry steeped, I don't know why I don't know why I messed up there. A rivalry steeped in history or a quick matchup in your road to college football grind. Our new runout system ensures that every game is tailored to the moment. Let's dive into the details of how we brought these iconic pregame experiences to life. So we're getting different runouts based on the context, which I think is cool. All right, let's see. Epic runouts, prime time pageantry, reserved for the special night games across iconic locations. Epic runouts aim to create the best primetime experience. These sequences include lights and drone shows, drawing from many real-world references. The focus is to immerse players in the thrilling atmosphere of a major matchup with the lights dimmed, phones out, and cocky at center stage, hyping up the crowd at South Carolina University. Wait, that's wrong. Isn't it University of South Carolina? That's okay. Where the stakes are high and energy level hits an all-time high. That's hilarious. Dude, South Carolina is taking a shot because I know they like to say they're the real USC, University of South Carolina, SCU. Oh my god, that's kind of hilarious. Okay, this just feels like marketing speak, except for like the dims light, phones out, cocky at center stage. Yeah, that's what my girlfriend says when she comes home. She's okay. Anyways, bringing the pageantry to life, the role of light and drone shows. Okay. One standout feature of College Football 26 is the use of light and drone shows in the pregame experience. These visual displays are inspired by reality and tailored to each team, adding authenticity and excitement to the game. We've seen this. This is the Tennessee one. Cool. I mean, I will say this. Like, I think the little spotlight stuff, the LEDs, like that's something they've added in. Very cool. Okay, here we go. Teams with light shows include Alabama, Auburn, Georgia, Nebraska, South Carolina, Tennessee, NC State, Georgia Tech, North Carolina, Texas State, UCF, Boston College, Notre Dame, Rutgers, and UCLA. Each light show is tailored to reflect the school's tradition and stadium vibe. That's not many schools, I will say. Like, okay, interesting. For example, Alabama, the stadium lights up in red, creating a bold visual that matches the Crimson Tide's strength. Oh, okay. All right, so it's just kind of that. So, like, are most schools not going to have that? That is a little disappointing. I mean, it's cool that they added all these in, but it's not many schools. Let's see. Drone shows. Drone shows elevate the spectacle, merging technology with school pride. These aerial displays create intricate shapes and patterns that celebrate the team's identity. For example, Clemson, Ohio State. Let's see. By including light and drone shows in the runout system, we've crafted a pregame experience that feels larger than life, setting the stage for an unforgettable matchup. Okay. Teams with drone shows include Arizona State. So it says include. So maybe these are the only schools? Okay. Drone shows, teams with include. Okay, so you have Arizona State, Cal, Florida, LSU, Texas, Ohio State, Clemson, and Nebraska. That's not many. That's not many drone shows. Not gonna lie. Not many. Okay. Don't really care about that. Traditional standout runouts. Okay, so this is the standard runouts. Tradition and atmosphere are what we all know and love, and team runouts build on the foundation of last year's sequence, incorporating more traditions and new mascots. These sequences celebrate each program's unique rituals, bringing the spectacle of college football to life. Okay, Ohio and Utah, South Carolina, Oklahoma. Did the Schooner was he not in the last game? Huh, didn't know that. To build on these new traditions, we were back at it with okay, they're in the motion capture studio. We built all the props. Cool. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, this is South Carolina. There's Cocky. There's our boy. well, I will say the coach, they does look kind of cool. That does okay. That does seem to be a lot better. They are wearing that does look pretty cool. I will say the fans look a lot better. Okay, that's fair. Quick runouts, streamlined for speed. These sequences are shorter versions of the standard runouts, offering a quick experience without losing the essence of college football. Quick runouts are the default for Road to College Football Playoff, catering to ranked players who prefer efficiency, but they also can appear in Dynasty mode for unranked CPU opponents at home. That's fair. Okay, I like that. I do like the quick ones, because like, if you're playing like a small school, a lot of times you just... I like it. I think that's cool. Road to Glory runouts, a personal perspective. Okay, so Road to Glory is making a little, okay. Road to Glory runouts are specifically designed for the Road to Glory experience, offering a more personal view where you are actually in the runout from the tunnel to running across a field. Unlike other runouts, the Road to Glory runout sequence uses a player-controlled camera that gives you the perspective of your athlete. Use the right stick to look around the tunnel. Whoa, that's actually pretty cool. Use the right stick to look around the tunnel and up at the fireworks blasting off at the top of the press box as you hear 100 to 80 to 100,000 fans screaming for you. This change highlights the individual journey of your Road to Glory character, making the pregame experience feel personal and unique. Okay, that's pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty sick. They threw a shot at a Road to Glory, like, hey, here's a bone. We're doing something. Whether you're stepping onto the field on your first college game or leading your team into a championship, Road to Glory runouts show the personal stakes and emotions of your journey. That is cool. That is very cool. Like, the fact is, like, that's sick. I think that is probably the best thing of all of this. That is sick. I think that looks so cool. Like, that would make me want to play Road to Glory because I get to, like, walk out in the tunnel. That's awesome. If it's only for, it looks like it's for all the schools, I would assume. Fingers crossed. Man, that is sick. That is so sick. And it looks like you're going through, like, the whole tunnel. Man, could do that for Florida State. That is, and then, like, controlling the game. That is really cool. I think that is sick. That is hype. That is so hype. That is one of those features that was not in an old game. This is a new feature. I think that is cool. Like, I know, like, NFL 2K5, they have, like, the first person. I don't know. Okay, let's keep it going. Band formations. Also keep an eye out for iconic pregame band formations across teams such as Illinois, App State, Minnesota, Penn State, PSU. Okay. Okay. Louisiana Lafayette and many more. That looks cool. Mascots and traditions. Breathing life into the mascot's unique experience. Oh, and breathing life into the college football's unique spirit. I don't know why I said mascot twice. One of the most cherished aspects of college football is the vibrant mix of traditions and mascots that makes each program special. From costumed characters that represent school pride to touchdown and turnover celebrations that excite the crowd, these elements are essential to the sport. Okay, for College Football 26, we prioritize expanding and improving these features to bring even more authenticity and personality to the game. Cool. New mascots. Okay, who is that? I don't even know who that is. I know it's NC State, but I did not know NC State had a, I'm guessing that's a girl, like wolf? I don't know. That's, okay, interesting. Mascots are more than just characters and costumes. They symbolize school pride, rallying fans and players alike. Cool. There's Ohio. That looks pretty cool. Here's a look at the new mascots. Utah, Iowa, Arkansas, Duke, Kansas State, and Kansas. Mississippi State, Boise State, Boston College, Louisville, Pittsburgh, SMU, Army, and Navy, NC State, Ohio. Okay, all these, we're just going to scroll through them. These are definitely a lot, quite a bit. Oh, Pop-Tart Bowl! Yes, that is actually really sick. They added the Pop-Tart mascot. That's cool. That's cool. Best mascot in the game. Very, very cool, EA. Cool. Love to see it. With this expanded roster, College Football 26 celebrates the diversity and individuality of college football programs across the nation. Each mascot adds unique flair, making every matchup feel special and authentic. We're working to include even more mascots post-launch. Okay, very cool. So I guess they didn't add them all in. I think I saw a tweet saying there's like 75 now, so they're like halfway there. I guess it just takes a lot of time to model these. I get it. Like, it's really hard to add all of them in, so hey, if they're adding more, even better. Love to see it. Okay, so let's go. Touchdown and turnover tradition, celebrating the big moments. So you got the turnover pads. Were these? I guess these weren't in Georgia. Another shout out for the scoreboard. Looks great. I love it. I think it's fire. I think the only thing I don't like is how it has like this almost like this texture, like this like I wish it was a little bit more clean. Like doesn't need to be like scratched up. But I'm just nitpicking. And I think it's really cool. I think this is a really cool scoreboard. Along with the new mascots, we've introduced various touchdown and turnover traditions that showcase each program's culture. These celebrations are a unique part of college football, capturing the excitement and pride of... Okay, whatever. All right, let's look at these. Texas and Arizona's turnover swords. Both teams have introduced turnover swords, adding a distinct flair to their celebration. Look out for those footballs stacking up in Arizona. That's cool. That is cool that they add more footballs. That is actually cool that they do that. The Akron turnover tire, Georgia's Savage pads, TCU Horn Frog, Oklahoma State's paddles. Oh wait, that's cool. They add the paddles. That is really cool. I know that was something that people were asking. Liberty's player hand sign, Nebraska's balloons. Whoa, that's cool that the balloons get released. That's pretty sick. Okay, what the what is this? What is this? Oh, the frog horn. Yeah, that's cool. Like they'll that thing will go off. That's so cool. that looks so stupid, but like, hey, it's in the game, I guess. Oh my god. Okay, we're getting close to the end. We're like a little bit. We're in the second half, so overall, I'll get my thoughts towards the end. Okay, these traditions contribute personality and excitement to the game, making every touchdown turnover feel like a celebration. Whether it's a celebratory sound of the frog horn, the sight of Nebraska's balloons, or the slap of Oklahoma State's paddles, these moments represent the heart of college football. Okay, rivalries. Let's see this. Another area we concentrated on was adding more rivalry game trophies, a big differentiator for college football. Go out there and compete for the Battle of the Bones and try to collect, trophy room, so they talk about it. Make sure, Dynasty Deep Dive tomorrow, forgot about that. Continuing unfinished business, building on last year's foundation. I think that's kind of the vibes for it. Last year, we tackled one of the biggest challenges in the franchise history, creating over 12,000 player likenesses without traditional scanning methods. The opt-in process for player likenesses started in February, just 5 months before launch. That is insane. That's kind of crazy. Wow. That's wild. While this method had its challenges, players and fans responded positively, showing our art team's dedication and creativity. I will say the fact is they got 12,000 people in the game within a few months is insane. Like the machine learning stuff they did was actually a really good idea by EA. Genuinely, like, great idea. I think they really did a good job with it. Of course, there were some that were a little weird, but that was really sick. And also the way that they use machine learning for recruits so that every recruit is different, like way better than like the generic faces we would get in Madden. While this method had its challenges, players and... Okay, we already talked about that. This year, we built on that success by refining our pipelines and improving the details of both returning and new players. We have also expanded this pipeline to include coaches and secondary characters, and ensuring that the Faces of College Football 26 feels real and significant. There we go. All right, here we go. Player authenticity, a new standard. One main focus area this year was improving player authenticity in College Football 25. We established a strong base of player likeness variations for College Football 26. We improved the fidelity for all player heads with the newly upgraded machine. Okay, so better, cool. All right, so this is look at this. Expanded player body types. College athletes come in many sizes, and we wanted to showcase that diversity. This year, we introduced a lean body type to better represent the physiques of many college athletes, including quarterbacks, defensive backs, and wide receivers. This brings out total body types up to 5, giving fans a new level on authenticity and how their favorite players and recruits appear on the field. I know that this is where like some people are a little weird about the flat jackets, because I think the lean one, it looks a little bit weird, but you know, is what it is. For instance, Aiden Childs is a quarterback who stands at 6'3" and weighs 217 pounds. The lean body type captures the athleticism and youthfulness of players like him, so he gonna be skinny, basically. Okay, so here we go. Wrinkle simulation. Oh my god, that's funny. Jersey deformation and wrinkle simulation. That's crazy that this is a thing. This new feature adds dynamic, shout out to Angry Joe, dynamic layer to the gameplay, especially alongside our physics-based tackling system. We use machine learning to train thousands of player animations for realistic jersey deformation, improving the visual fidelity of every play. This is where machine learning is useful. For a game like this to do thousands of simulations, I do think that's cool. So, cool. As long as it doesn't look janky, I think we'll be fine. These updates ensure that every player from the star quarterback to the underappreciated special teams player looks and feels like they belong on the field. Cool. There's the wrinkles, I guess. Also, that's a new elbow pad. Okay, uniforms, a fresh look for every team. Uniforms are a key to college football's identity, showcasing the pride and uniqueness of each program. In College Football 26, we've made significant progress in expanding and updating uniform options, ensuring that every team in every mode looks and feels their best on the field. New Balance. There you go. That's definitely Boston College. That has to be Boston College. So New Balance is in the game. That is really cool that they are getting their new uniforms. I think New Balance is the only school, or sorry, Boston College is the only New Balance school, but that's cool. Glad to see it. Love to see it. Hope they put it in Team Builder. Okay, high school team uniforms. This year we introduced a mix of classic and modern styles for high school teams. These designs will be unique to each high school. Okay. So is it like auto-generated or whatever? So whether you prefer traditional designs or modern looks, these uniforms capture the essence of high school football. Players can also import custom teams from Team Builder. Yes, that's sick. That is sick. I know like that is cool. Adding Team Builder teams into high school is really cool. That means you can add in your high school if you want. I think that is the best way to use Team Builder. Because to be honest, I don't know if they're ever really going to add in a FCS teams. I think what they might do is they might allow you to add in schools instead of replacing them, and you can add in, you know, your custom schools or FCS schools or HBCU, you know, all that. I think that's where Team Builder really can be great. Let the community do it. Like, we're doing it for them, which is fine. I'm totally okay with that. Let us put the teams in. That is cool. I'm glad we can put Team Builder in high school. Very, very cool. Very cool. Big fan of that. Updates for uniforms now and future. Uniforms are not locked in College Football 26. Throughout the year, our team continues to review uniforms to keep teams current with real-world changes. For example, Delaware's and Missouri State's assets are brand new and included along with other updates to many teams. This includes over 25 new helmet options and other items not included in College Football 25, ensuring better accuracy and representation with more updates planned. We will provide you more. Okay, so they're not locked, so okay, that I guess that means yeah, they're not gonna be paid, which is cool. Like, then that's a very cool feature. I mean, Ultimate Team is definitely the reason why they can just give these out for free. Okay, here we go. Fixes and improvements. We've also addressed multiple community feedback notes, such as fixing the color shift on Arizona's maroon helmet and nameplate clipping on the stripes on LSU. Okay, very cool, very cool. Head coaches. There we go. For the first time, we've added real head coaches in the game. Yeah, so that we've already kind of seen that. Ooh, okay, here we go. This is very cool. The student crowd and secondary characters, breathing life into the stadium. College football is as much about the atmosphere as the game itself. The excitement of the crowd, the energy of the student section, and the passion across the whole crowd all add to the magic of game day. In College Football 26, we've added major strides in the area. Over 1,700 new heads for secondary characters. That's definitely a huge thing. Strand hair? What? What the heck? Strand hair? This new hair technology adds realism to characters from cheerleaders to student sections when we zoom in with the camera. Cool? That is such a weird like thing to put in. Like, cool, we got new hair technology. I mean, that's cool that they put that in there. I'm someone that likes all the notes possible, but like that's a bullet point. Student hero crowd and cheerleaders. What does that mean? These characters have been upgraded to match the details of our players, ensuring that every aspect of the game feels connected and immersive. What does that mean? These characters have been upgraded to match the detail of our players. Okay, I don't really. And yes, we've heard this. We've seen the memes, that one super fan who seemed to appear in every game. Now he's watching from home. They kicked him out. Man, that dude was going on the college football tour. Now let's take a look at the new audio changes. Okay, so we got a new guy talking about it. Oh, okay, we got a whole other guy talking about it. So Torsten Staley. All right, Torsten, let's see. He's the audio producer. The response blew us away. Okay, here we go. Commentary. Here we go, guys. Let's start with commentary. We're excited to bring back our two commentary teams from College Bowl 25 for College Bowl 26. Combined, our teams have spent 200 additional hours in the booth and recorded 15,000 new lines to build on their initial College Football 25 content. Cool. Yeah, that's fair. This year, we've added even more content around rivalry games. Battle of the Bones, Wagon Wheel Battle for I-10. I'm looking at you. I don't really know who you're looking at. The College Football Playoff and callouts/recaps on significant results from the College Bowl or from the 2024 college football season. Very cool. Everything from Texas's early visit to Michigan last year to the 8 overtime classic between Georgia and Georgia Tech. Love to see it. Capping off with each of the 2024 college football playoff games in case anyone was looking for a payback. So this is definitely gonna be like Oregon, Ohio State, they're gonna talk about it, which again, very cool. We've also added banter around coaches and players from last year. Having real coaches as part of College Bowl 26 is something that our commentary teams thoroughly enjoyed exploring for the first time. As for the players, some of the players will be mentioning having returned this upcoming season to help lead the way to push towards the playoffs, and some teams will be looking for answers replacing the production of players who have left. We love to see it. Finally, we want to add the story throughout the season, whether in Dynasty Road to Glory, and hearing how your season is progressing through commentary is an important part of that. Creating talking points about postseason results from the previous year, national ranking check-ins, reliance on the transfer portal, and your recruiting results, and how your player is progressing through the individual game will help make the season feel even more alive. Again, this is just quality of life features. I will wait until I hear it, but seems to be good. Music. Beyond putting our commentary together, one of my favorite things is about working on College Bowl 26 is the wide variety of music that we get to play with. The musical soundscape of a college football game is one reason why it stands out in order to make the game more and more like the games you go to and watch from home on Saturdays. We broke these variations into a few different buckets. PA music. Okay, here we go. Fan favorites from last year have returned in Sandstorm, Zombie Nation, Tsunami, and of course Mo Bamba. But this year we've added to those iconic stadium sounds with Shipping Up to Boston, Mr. Brightside, Seven Nation Army, and Enter Sandman, and more. That's cool. As long as we don't see Mo Bamba every drive, but I think it's cool. Let's see. Fans of schools who use these songs for iconic moments. Yeah. Okay. So Virginia Tech, Michigan, marching bands. That looks cool for Minnesota. No college game day experience is complete without a marching band. And for College Bowl 26, we've amplified how often and where you hear from the sound. Wait. No college game day experience is complete without a marching band. And for College Bowl 26, we've amplified how often and where you'll hear from the sound of the amazing musicians we've worked with to create this soundscape. First off, press the start screen is going to sound a little bit different this year and from past EA Sports games. That's because we worked with Auburn University Marching Band under the leadership of marching band director Dr. Corey to record a version of our theme for College Bowl 26. Auburn University was selected because they were the 2023 Metallica Marching Band Contest winner. Cool, good for Auburn, I guess. We couldn't have found a more amazing, talented group of musicians to work with. So they did work with Auburn, so that is cool. Additionally, we're excited to launch this year with 88 new pieces of marching band music to enhance the stadium experience for our players. We've scoured message boards, Reddit threads, and even tuned in to some of our passionate streamers looking for iconic songs that we've been seeking after launch for misses that we've had in College Bowl 25, and those are from the fans for Arizona, Kansas, and Clemson. We got you. Oh, and SMU. Y'all are crazy with those different fight song variations. And Houston. Let's see. Finally, let's talk about menus and everyone's favorite topic, our drum line. As part of the 88 new pieces of music, we have 20 new dog. What? No way. No way. No way. Wait. As a part of our 88 new pieces of music, we have 20 new drumline tracks feature in-game as part of our menus. Bruh. What? Okay. Now we have some... Wait. Okay. Now we know some of you enjoyed having drumline in your ears as you went after that 5-star defensive end in Dynasty last year, and some of you didn't. This year, we're proud to report that we're going to be pairing our drum line with 15 new fight songs from the schools around the country and 16 pop songs. Okay, that's cool. I think a mix is fine. Like, the drum line wasn't terrible. It was just annoying when it was the same thing over and over and over again. So having the fight songs, the pop covers, I like that. That is very cool. Okay, here we go. Ooh, wait. We recorded 16 stadium rattling interpretations of songs from pop, rock, country, hip hop, and beyond, including Blinding Lights, I Had Some Help, B.O.B., Swag Surfin', okay, Get By, Focus, DNA, Vegas, and more to add to your experience. No way they had it Swag Surfing. That's sick. This just takes me back to my Florida State days. Chants, crowds. One of the big focal points of this audio experience this year was to push our crowd chants even more from where they were in College Football 25. So we recorded an additional 160 chants to feature in our game and across all modes. Yes, even in high school for Road to Glory, there will be chants for the teams there. Very cool. Love to see it. We focus on amplifying fight songs and rousers to bring the music and crowd together, and from adding the Maryland thing. Okay, yeah. And don't remember, we got Mr. Brightside, Mr. Mo Bamba. Okay. And if you think Mo Bamba at Penn State was loud last year, wait till you drop into the whiteout this year with the whole stadium singing along. That is cool. I think it's cool having the stadium, talk. Finally. Ooh, okay, here we go. Finally, let's talk about crowd noise. No college game is complete without a fired up crowd. Over the past year, we have been able to amplify and build out the crowd experience to make places like Tiger Stadium and Autzen Stadium stand out. Our continued partnership with ESPN in this area has been fantastic building these environments, and College Bowl 26 will be adding recordings from over 40 games from the 2024 season. That's cool. I love that they're continuing to add stuff in. Very sick. It's gonna make it look just a little bit different. Love to see it. Very, very cool. Moving on. Audio is a cornerstone of presentation, and we can't wait. Okay, so let's talk about it. Okay, here we go. Present all new in-game broadcast graphics. So let's see if it's actually gonna be, here we go. Presentation is not all about visuals and sounds, but also the flow of the game and all the awesome broadcast banners and PIP information panels in the play screen. We have refreshed the game with a new style and a new broadcast banners throughout the game. From the first time you enter the field, between quarters, and halftime stat updates. Okay. What about studio updates? Entering the field, as you can trigger a large variety of different information from game to game, such as comparing top players between the team, a lineup. Okay. Oh, that's a Dynasty deep dive. Well, did we get anything about studio updates? I'm gonna do a quick, but you know what? Again, they added a bunch of things into it. They're building on top of College Bowl 25. Not blown away, but overall, I'm excited for the game. I'm excited for the Dynasty deep dive. It seems like that might be getting a big update there. Same thing with Road to Glory. Yeah, guys, we're 2 weeks away from the game. Let me know your thoughts. Other than that, this has been Jognal. Talk to you guys next time.